Hello guys, my name is Kuliyoshi, and this is going to be my new blind playthrough. I'm going to be doing... We did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge on our Switch the last time, but now we're moving on to another Mario game, this time Mario Strikers Battle League. This is the newest Mario soccer game based off of the Mario Strikers series, which I was a big fan of Mario Strikers Charge, so... I'm excited to see what this will bring, although so far I looked at the game, didn't really see much. Despite being a blind playthrough, I did briefly look at the game to see if it had a storyline. I didn't see any, so I do have an idea of stuff. But first, we need to actually jump into the game, because this is one of those instant click games where you'll click on it, it'll go straight in. But yeah. But before that, though, we have kind of a brief tutorial to get through. I mashed start when I came into it, though, so I kind of skipped it the first time, but, we'll see. There's probably going to be an intro to this game. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, I didn't know, kingdoms could fuse together. That must be new. And we can also see that 4 main characters are on a team at once. Previously, there was only 1 main character per team and a bunch of assistants. They fixed that by having 4 main characters on a team now and having only them. So that means we get a bit more variety in terms of the special shots. It also mentioned a form of special shot, which would be really cool. And they also changed some of the characters, too. Initially, the goalies were only Kremlings. Now they have Boom Booms as goalies instead. Pretty interesting. So these are the super attacks. Or just sort of an intro to how they work. Alright, time to start, because we're going to be... The reason why I said I'm going to do my stuff now is because we're rushed right into a tutorial as soon as we start the game. Just as soon as it loads. Just as soon as it loads. Oh, and we have online features as well. Hello and welcome to the site Competitive World of Strike. My name is Futbot. I'm assistant and instructor at the Galactic Strikers Federation, or GSF for short. Thinking you're a brand new striker, aren't you? Yes. In that case, I suggest we kick things off with a little training. Let's go. Because this is a guide, we need to do this. So we're just going to do these in order to start off. So before we do anything, we're going to have to do the training section. Unfortunately, that's just a thing that we have to do in each game. After all, this is a new game. Hello, Futbot here. Welcome to my class on basic movement and shooting. Now, just so you know, if you're looking at the controls, I'm playing on my ever so popular Switch Pro controller, which I've had for quite a while now, because it's my preferred controller choice, and it just works better because the singles Switch controllers on their own are kind of bad. Together, they're not terrible, but they're still pretty annoying to use. So if I were to do something different, I might use both of them together. Anyways, GSF is asked me to instruct you on the basics of Strike. I'm here to teach you everything you need to know to succeed on the field. Master all lessons, and I have no doubt you'll be a top shelf player. Just remember, take your time as you learn the controls. And of course, it goes without saying, but practice always makes perfect. Ready to begin. We'll start with the basic movement controllers. Your character can be moved or fell. That's simple enough. The one if the number above their head is the one you're controlling. Go ahead, try moving your character around. There we go. Next, I'll show you how to dash. Dashing lets you get around faster than normal, but it uses stamina. If you dash too much, you'll run out of stamina and become exhausted. You can dash while holding ZR or while you move with L. Give it a try. So like this. And there, as you can see, I became exhausted for a bit, so I can't dash anymore. Kind of weird it doesn't show you anything yet. Now we'll learn about shooting. Move over to the marked position, which I'm very close to already. You can shoot the ball unless you're in the opponent's half of the field. Once you're there, all you have to do is tap A to shoot the ball. Try it. By the way, what you normally want to do is move to around here, aim at about a corner and shoot there. Because then it gives you a better chance of shooting the closer you are. Now is the perfect time to talk about the charge shot. By charging your shots, you can make them a lot more powerful. Charge shots are easy, just hold A and release. Try it. Go. We're gonna try one from the corner and up close now. Now, it is kind of important to realize how to do controls, because without it, it'll be a bit harder to play. If you simply shoot the ball, it'll just get blocked by the goalkeeper. Ball into the net is tough. That's where the aim shot comes in. Mastering these is critical. They let you target your shots by to try and get around the goalie. To do this, tilt L as you tap A to make a shot. You can also hold A, tilt L, and then release. If you tilt up on L, the shot will steer towards the top side of the screen. Tilt A downward and it'll steer towards the bottom side of your screen. You also tilt it left or right. Tilting left away to the goal will send the ball higher into the air, while tilting it towards the goal will send it closer to the ground. Enough talk, why don't you try some main shots for yourself? Okay, we sort of did an aim shot there. We're gonna do our favorite one, which is hold A. Alright. Seems a bit awkward to get the hang of, though. One other piece of advice about shots: a character's shooting and technique attribute helps determine how successful their shots are likely to be. Having a hard time getting a ball into your net, your character's attributes could be the reason. It's time to test your skills with a passive set. You'll need to perform each action a certain number of times within the time limit. Do them all and the match is over. Let's get started. Good luck. Alright. And there, as you can see, unless we do an aim shot, the goalie's likely gonna get it. And now you get to see what actually happens here. Well, that's all I have to teach on the subject. Excellent work. Next. And we go straight to the next as well, so that means it won't be too bad. Unfortunately, the training section has to be done as part of the game. So now we get to see the passing section. This is where having the 4 characters will actually make a difference. But here is service. Ready to learn about passing? Let's begin. Let's talk about passing your ball to your teammates. Press B to pass. Oh, and don't forget to face the teammate you want to pass the ball to before pressing a button. Okay, now let's pass the ball around to each character. There we go. Next, I'll teach you how to do a lob pass, which is a pass that flies in an arc. Lobs let you pass the ball over the opponent's head. Before you lob pass is as easy as pressing Y. Try using lob passes to pass the ball to each character. Alright. So like this. Nice. You've already noticed this, but just in case, your character you control will automatically switch to whichever one has the ball. But if the ball is not in your team's possession, you can change which character you control by pressing L. But you maybe don't want any automatic character switching at all, and you may want to switch only when you press L. If that sounds like you, to here there's the manual switching mode. You can select between manual and auto character switching before a match on the team select screen. Practicing a little switching which character you control. Try it by pressing L. Which is just that. Easy enough. Okay, let's have a quick passes test. I invite you to perform both kinds of passes 3 times before the match is over. Let's get started. Okay, now our characters are actually moving around, so we get to see a bit more active stuff. There we go. Well, that's all I have to teach on the subject. Excellent work. Pretty easy to do it within the time limit, though. Next! I'm sorry if this is gonna be boring, but this is a required thing as part of a blind playthrough if we want to really do stuff. Okay, now we have opponents. For some reason they're all Yoshis, but whatever. It is what it is. How about here? Welcome to my lesson on tackles and dodges. Let's begin. Go over tackling. Simply put, tackling opponent knocks them down. To tackle opponent, face the opponent and tap Y. Be careful with your aim though. Let's try it out. And I like how it goes straight back to the next spot. Honestly, it kind of feels sad at the beginning that we have to tackle our favorite character right off the bat, but it is what it is. Next is a charge tackle. Do a charge tackle by holding Y, facing opponent, and releasing the button. Actually, okay, so that's the stronger version of it you get by just holding it down for longer. Oh, and if you're in the middle of charging and decide not to tackle, you can cancel by pressing B or R. I know the controls are a little complicated, but if you can learn this, charge tackles will be a snap. Let's practice. You can just press R to dodge to the side. If I may, tackles are greatly affected by the strafe attribute. If your opponent's strafe is higher than yours, you might not be able to knock them over unless you fully charge your tackle. If you're having a hard time aiming and hitting your opponents with your tackles, try using one of the larger characters while you get the hang of it. It tends to be an easier time than tackles using Bowser or Donkey Kong. Give them a try sometimes. Plus you need to know how to defend yourself from being tackled. Say you drill a ball and an opponent runs up to you to steal a ball by tackling you. If that happens, use a dodge to gracefully avoid attack. While your opponent gets near, immediately press R and they'll hit nothing but air. If you tilt left while pressing R, you can dodge in that direction. Although, if it looks like you're about to dodge your way into the fence, you'll automatically be rejected till that doesn't happen. Okay, practice time. You have to wait until the last minute to dodge, unfortunately. You can also dodge when you don't have the ball, and it's exactly the same. Just press R. There we go. There's one thing you last need to know about dodges. They use stamina. If you dodge too much, you'll become exhausted, so be careful not to overdo it. Time for a practice match. I want you to perform each move 3 times before the match ends. Started. Okay, I didn't get it this time. Alright. I just realized I need to shoot. Let's do that. Until our opponent gets the ball. And then do this. Okay, one of the problems with this is... There we go. Alright. That was actually scarier than I thought. Forgetting about the charge tackle cancel is a bit tricky. Most of those can only be done while they have the ball, so it took a bit longer, but now we have combo play, and maybe this will be a bit easier, although it'll only get harder as we move on. It's time for a lesson on Combo Way, the Futbot way. Let's begin. First, I'd like to teach you about Combo Pass. There's a move where immediately after receiving the ball, you can pass it along to another team. To perform Combo Pass, press B or Y as you're about to receive a pass. That is all. Just immediately pass it once again when it gets there. Now let's practice. And while you're at it, try to control the direction of the pass as well. And that's how you're supposed to pass, Gene. Now let's talk about the combo shot. A combo shot is when you shoot the ball the instant you receive a pass. Combo shot, you want to pass the ball using A or Y, and then while it passes on its way, press A. It's a lot like a combo pass. Lastly, get most combo shot. Don't forget to aim. Now let's see you try. Oh. Hang on. Alright. Alright, hang on, Oh, there we go. I think we moved it a bit. Let's do a brief practice pass. I invite you to perform 5 combo passes and 5 combo shots just before the match is over. Shots, rather. It'll probably be simplest to just go for the combo shots. So we're gonna do a bit of a combo there. That's all I have to teach on this subject. Excellent work. Alright. Next lesson. Items. So yeah, random items. Let's not forget about this. Hello, it's me, Futbot. Welcome to my class on items. Let's begin. The crowd loves watching dramatic plays and thrilling tackles. If the crowd gets excited enough, they'll start throwing question marks on the field. If you touch a question mark, you'll get an item. Which one will be until it's yours. There are 2 kinds of question mark first. First, we have the rainbow color question mark. It can be grabbed by either team, so move fast if you see one. Now come over and get an item from the rainbow colored block. The question block is team color. As you guessed it, it can only be collected by the team that matches the color. If a opponent tackles you while you don't have the ball, get worked up and throw out a question block matching your team's cover. Very nice of them, don't you think? I know nobody's been tackled, but why don't you have the crowd frost them out for you. That way you can see what they're like. First, try to touch your opponent team's question block. You can't get the item for it. By the way, for this exercise, you're on the red team. Now get the item from your team's covered question block. Alright. See how your items have appeared in one of the slots of this game? You can have up to 2 at a time. So question block, when you already have 2 items, you won't get anything, so make sure you're always using your items. Good, now it's time for a little fun. To item practice. To use an item, press X. First up, the mushroom. Use one of these to give yourself a huge speed boost for a short time. Just passed right into it. This next is the bomb. Throw one and it'll explode, knocking away any opponents caught in the blast. They just completely shoved them off to the side. Again, I feel sad that I'm hitting Yoshi, because I'm Yoshi, my favorite character first. But it is what it is. Next, we have the banana. Throw one of these down the field, and any player who steps on Blau will slip and fall over. Just be careful not to slip on your own banana. Alright. There we go. The green shell is next. When throwing, it travels in a straight line and can bounce off the fence. It'll knock any player who gets hit by it, no matter who threw it. Tried to combo it to hit all 3 of them at once, but that's a bit difficult. The red shell is a favorite of mine. When you throw it, it seeks out the nearest opponent and knocks them down. Okay. Sorry, Yoshi, but I have to do this as part of the game. Finally, the star. Use the star to make yourself invisible and boost all of your character's attribute for a short time, but that's not all. If you touch an opponent while the star is active, you'll knock them down. I could reset it by going near there. Alright. I think it's time for a quick practice act. I'd like you to use 10 items before the match is over. Let's get started. Good luck. Kind of tricky to score gold in this mode. Of course, the goalies are always pretty tricky. There we go. Well, that's all I have to teach you on this subject. Excellent work. Alright. Alright. Come to the next selection. Hyper Strikes. Oh yeah, the big ones. These are the ones that actually give you goals. But you're ready to learn all there is about Hyper Strikes, then you come to the right lesson. Let's begin. Hyper Strikes are special shots unique to each character. If you score by using a Hyper Strike, your team earns 2 goals. Hey, Strike, you'll need to find a strike guard. If you see one, rush over to it and touch it before the hour keep down. Here comes one now, go get it. Touching a strike orb will hype up the whole team, meaning any one of them can form a Hyper Strike. To hurry, the effect lasts only 1 per second, so be sure to release your Hyper Strike before your team hype dies down. Strike, you need to do a fully turned shot. The ball in your possession, just hold A. Well, here's where it gets interesting. When you max out your charge, the Hyper Neo will appear with a Neo moving back and forth. You need to stop A in both the blue parts of the meter. Means you'll need to mash the button twice, one for each relay. If you hit both when you launch your Hyper Strike, you'll be guaranteed to score. You miss a blue in case the orange area is the second best, while black is the worst. Basically, the better you do, the less the chance of there is of a goalkeeper blocking the shot. That's not to go over with, so let's get some practice. Use A to stop Neo in both of the blue areas. How did that feel? Good. Now I want you to try twice more, and you'll need to try touch a strike orb before each shot. Okay, good. It's guaranteed now. Perfect Hyper Strike. This takes a while to get right, obviously. You can see if I miss the timing, they will attempt to block it. Alright. But that time we got it. One last thing about Hyper Strikes. The width of the Hyper Meter's blue areas is set by that of the character's technique ability. To perform Hyper Strikes, try doing them with a character who has high technique. So, alright, time for a practice match. I want you to perform 3 Hyper Strikes before the match ends, which means now I have to compete with others. And this time around, I have to compete with the enemy team. Alright. Right. We haven't seen Peach's strike yet. Maybe we can try for that. Alright. Oh, they got it instead. Okay, Peach has a slightly easier second part on her strike. Whoa! It does a heart shake before going into the goal. I like how I missed the easier technique part. Well, that's all I have to teach you on this subject. Excellent work. Alright. Now, another training. More training, man. There is no limit to training that you have to do, it seems. Perfect moves can be difficult to pull off, but don't worry, Futbot's here to teach you how they're done. Let's begin. A perfect move is when you perform an action by releasing a button, pressing or releasing a button at the right time. The first one I'd like to teach you is the perfect shot. Are far more likely to make it into the goal than normal shots. However, perfect shot, hold A to charge a shot, then release it at the exact moment that the charge meter around the bar fills completely. Could be a little bit difficult, so house out some practice. Oh, we got a goal off that one, too. Next is the perfect tackle, which works a lot like the perfect shot. Begin by holding Y to charge a tackle. Then release it at the instant the charge meter fills completely. Tackles are great for knocking down opponents with high strength. Plus, if you use one to hit someone who has the ball, you'll steal it. On to the perfect combo pass. This technique is more of an advanced form of the combo pass. It's the ball to a teammate with B or Y. Next, while the ball is moving towards the pass receiver, press B or Y again and hold it again to start charging. Lastly, at the instant the ball gets to the receiver, release the button, and there you go, a perfect combo pass. Perfect combo passes travel very fast and cannot be intercepted. Technique is fairly complicated, so let's practice. Also, I think you'll find the timing a bit easier when you have a fair bit of distance for your teammate. Okay. Next, I'll teach you about the perfect combo shot. As you might have guessed, it's a more advanced form of the regular combo shot. First, pass the ball to a teammate with B or Y. Then, while it's on its way to the pass receiver, begin charging the shot with A. At the moment the ball arrives to the receiver, release A, and you'll perform a perfect combo shot. Every combo shot has a much higher chance of scoring than regular combo shots. If you really want them to see, don't forget to aim. Okay, time for practice. I like how a perfect combo shot is notified by electric field. I keep doing it way late than I need to. So the electric effect means I got it. Last thing I want to teach you about is the perfect dodge. When an opponent runs up to attack you, press R just before the tackle hits. If you time it right, you'll do a perfect dodge. Opponent at close to you is risky, but if you pull off a perfect dodge, you get a short speed boost, which could be just what you need to break through to the front line. Just the timing. And it tells you whether you're too late or too early. Alright. One last piece of advice on perfect moves. The technique attribute determines how tough perfect moves are to perform. Terra's vote technique, the timing for perfect moves need to be extremely accurate, and if your character's technique is high, the timing will become much easier. It's time for a practice match. I want you to perform each type of 3 perfect moves before the match of other. Oh wow, that's gonna be tricky. Okay, this is gonna be a bit trickier. That was a quicker one. That, again, they didn't really charge it that much. The problem with the things is that trying to get an actual perfect attack is kind of difficult at first. Alright. Okay, I'm doing the perfect combo shots. Okay, now this is getting a bit trickier. Ah. Alright. Ah. Okay, combo pass is good. I'm gonna wait a bit. Perfect combo shot. Alright. Okay, got that done. Now perfect dodge. This is the trickier one. Oh. They keep on not doing the full charge and instead they do other stuff. That's the problem that I'm having right now. So this one is a bit trickier because, as you can see, it takes a bit longer to do all the moves this time. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of struggled with this, so I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, I guess we're retaking it because we need to get everything perfect. This video may as well be the full, just this. Okay, we're good on that. And yes. Nice. Alright, good. I completely forgot about perfect cat passes and stuff. Alright, that one we can get kind of quickly if we get lucky enough. Alright. Somehow that worked good. Probably because I didn't charge. This is the tricky part, doing the perfect dodge. Because their timing is completely random once they actually get on their field. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Trying to purr around with some perfect tackles and... Oh, come on. Perfect passes are kind of the tricky part, you know. Getting that and have to immediately press it the moment that they reach you is probably the trickiest part. So I'm trying to get that done first. I don't honestly care about goals because we need to do the dodges, of course. I keep on missing that stupid perfect tackle. That's kind of hard to do. I'm not gonna lie, doing all of these perfect moves is kind of tricky to do within a 3-minute time limit. I wish they gave you more of a time on this. Alright, finally got that part done. Now the perfect combo shots. Which I seem to have a lot easier time doing. There we go. We can get the perfect dodge now while we wait. Oh, it did a quick tackle. Oh, darn it. That's the last thing I wanted them to do. Aw, frick. 1 off, for crap's sakes. Okay, I don't want to wait. Sorry, I paused too early there. What I meant to say is I'm going to keep going until I actually get this, because I want to get this perfect. So, I'm going to see you guys later. 5+ hours later. Just kidding. 5+ tries later, I finally did it. Oh my gosh, that was the worst lesson ever. Finally did it on like my 5th-ish try. This is sort of required as part of 100% anyway. So, yeah. That was a big deal. Again, it didn't really matter who won because I needed to complete all of those in order to complete the actual lesson. So now we have expert skills. And this is where it's probably going to get even tougher if it wasn't already tougher before. Few expert skills, I hope so, because Professor Fodbot is ready to teach. Let's begin. Remember the wall pass? Oh, it's great for avoiding interceptions while the ball is on the move. If your opponent targets the pass receiver, they may try to get in the way using a tackle. It's here that the free space comes in handy. These let you kick the ball to an open space for the receiver to run and fetch. To do a free pass, hold L, and then press B or Y. Aim well, and this technique could be useful. There we go. Next, I need to talk about the charged free pass. Basically, charging will let you perform a much stronger free pass. To perform free pass, hold L, then press L to begin charging and release. When charging, you'll see a target showing where your pass will land. Give it a go. Alright. Of course, they have to reach it. Next, you need to learn how to cancel a charge shot. This is move when you start charging yourself, but then realize you might get tackled before the charge is ready. When you only need to charge, simply press R or ZR to cancel. If you use R, you'll perform a dodge. Try it yourself. I prefer the R version, of course, because it's easier to do and actually dodges opponents. Technique. The team tackle. This will require the help of a teammate. It can be used to execute fast-moving, powerful tackles that travel a long distance. Used well, team tackles can be used for both offense and defense. To perform team tackle, press Y, which you like you would for a team tackle, but aim at a teammate. Using a charge tackle will make this even more powerful. These can be pretty difficult to aim and hit, but they can save the team. Practice is the key, so let's get the hang of it. And that's the faster version of it. But we'll do the easier version just because it's quicker. And oh boy, we get to do this in a practice match now. My favorites, not really. Okay, well, for the first part of this, I could pretty much just stay in my own court for the free pass part. At least this time we have less things to do this time. Before it was much more brutal. Of course, they're setting us up in kind of a bad spot where every single time we're gonna get... I don't care, honestly. Yeah, Yoshi's Sarazay goes as a lot, because we are not going to really do much. Alright, now we have to do the charge tackle. I cannot do it though. I can't. I should just tackle Bowser again. Okay, the charge tackle part of this is probably the trickiest. Okay, I guess I could just do that. Just pass it to them. So, press A and that'll kick it to their side. And then we can just do that. So we have to hit our opponent with this. Otherwise, we just mess up. At least this time I know that if I want to do this faster, I could just do this. Infinitely throw it to the other team. And then just use this to hit them. Or try to hit them. Of course, the problem is though, is they're going to keep on scoring these goals, which wastes time because then I have to hit it back to them and do the same thing again. That's the one thing that makes this probably the most tedious part. Okay, there we go. And again, whenever I get the ball, I'm just gonna pass it right back to them. Alright, there we go. Whew! That was close. I almost got screwed because of that one mechanic. I honestly hate whenever I have to do stuff like this that is really difficult to do. So I have to teach on the subject. Excellent work. Again, don't really care about goals because, again, if we're fast enough, we could just not have any goals to us. Oh, now we have a training match. So now we actually face the enemies. So that first part was a joke, and now we actually face our proper training match. So now we actually get to play the game. So now we get to actually play the game properly. All of that was just training for the real deal. My strategy on this game is just go aggressive and hope for the best. Oh, we get a blue Yoshi in. Alright. So now we have to actually play the game. My strat is pretty obvious in case you haven't already known. Just shoot the ball rapidly and hope for a good pass or something. Just try and go for there. Also, there's a strat where we can just get one goal like this and then just hold on to the ball for as long. But I'm not going to do that because I want to practice actually doing stuff. Alright, so charge shots seem to be the key. Perfect team shots and perfect charge shot seems to be the real key to doing this. Oh, now they have an item. Oh! Get that! Alright, here comes a power shot. Or a hyper strike, rather. He caught a Rank 2 version last time. Oh, it missed again. Maybe that... Okay, so maybe that one is less accurate than the previous one. But that's fine. What we really need to do is focus on keeping the ball away from them now. If we play the keep away game, they won't even get a chance to score now. This is me pretty much getting my punishing the Yoshis for getting so many goals earlier. Although again, I didn't care because, well, we could kind of let them serve whatever they want because they're not going to really do much, aren't they? Again, it feels kind of sad that my favorite character right off the bat is going to get beaten up, because usually I play as Yoshi. Oh wow, they get 2 items right off the bat. And yet, despite that, I'm just going to do a charge shot right off the bat. that's not gonna work. Alright, now we get to see Luigi's Super Strike, or Hyper Strike. There we go, it worked that time. Of course, if we perform it perfectly, they can't block by default. That was really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Just when you... By the way, just when I thought I would be able to actually play the game properly... I'm gonna play Keep Away for this last bit, I don't want to waste time. And there we go! Destroyed them. Alright, skip that. Some coins. Congratulations on winning your training match. The GSF and I agree. You're ready to join the battle league and take on the world. Good luck there. Now we actually get to go into the main game. And sorry if that training was a little bit rough, but it's something that I had to deal with. But now we can actually get gear. You can acquire gear for each character using coins. Here's 400 to get hided. Alright, we're gonna equip some speed ones a bit to Yoshi. So this is what makes them look weird. Alright. Well, I'll see about that. Next Mario. We're gonna give him strength, everything, I guess. Mario's gonna have a lot of strength. Then we have Peach. We're gonna do all technique, I think. So you can have different buffed up characters based off of what you want to actively go through. And that can make or break depending on how big it is. Alright, that's about all I can do. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first video. My apologies for not other stuff, but as you can see, this game is more focused around online gameplay. But we're gonna do Cup Battle. So, I'm going to show you briefly what I'm even playing this game for. Because you're wondering, if it's a sport game and kind of focused around other stuff, then what do I even do? Well, this is where I'm going to come in. I'm going to do a Cup Battles. which you enter a turn and try and outwit a team of CPU opponents on your way to victory. Each coins on gear you can spend for your character and other things. This era is double racing, which means even if you lose a match, you still have another chance. But don't lose twice, you'll be eliminated. About cup battles in the game guide, so be sure to check it out if you want more information. Okay, it's time to get the battles underway. Alright, so with that in mind, that's what we're going to actually be playing through with in this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, enjoy, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video where we actually begin the playthrough and do some cup battles. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.